What do you guys think of the grocery store cookies that have like the
Loft House
frosting on them?
Is
that what those are?
Yeah, they're good for a quick
Super
fix.
soft.
But yeah, they're not.
They'll do in a pinch.
They're too sweet. Like they're crazy amount of sugar in those.
See, I've got a sweet tooth. I'll eat those. I'll do a whole line of those.
Whoa.
Whoa. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Line them up
like
and
a
knock them
row.
back.
Yeah, I got you.
I'll do a row.
Cup of cold milk and a line of cookies.
Can't eat Oreos in the sleeves, huh?
Yeah, I'll do a sleeve of Oreos.
Oh my God.
Left to my own devices. Yeah, of course.
I just eat the frosting out and then throw the cookie away. That's all I do.
Oh, fucking animal. Goddamn communist.
Oh man, the Oreo cookie, the double stuff dipped in whole milk. That is, I don't know. It's so good. Chris, you don't agree? There was a look on
I don't
your
know,
face.
because like you dip. I don't like the soggy cookie. Like
Yeah, I don't
It's
get
a quick
the
dip.
milk.
You just leave it in there. Like you just get it a little wet and then you eat
a
it.
chewy cookie's one thing, but if you take a crispy cookie like an Oreo and make it soggy, it's like,
Although that being
Can't
said,
leave it in too long.
Yeah.
the best like if you get a Blizzard, right? The best ingredient is Oreo.
cookie.
It's
Oreo, yeah.
fantastic.
Hands
So I don't know.
I don't know. Butterfinger's always been my jam.
Butterfinger's pretty good. Gets stuck in your teeth too much, but
you're
still
50s.
good.
Again, this is where I'm opinionated. It's the Reese's Pieces and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
All right, so
double up on the toppings.
I'll tell you actually
disagree.
the best Blizzard that you have to get special instructions to make it. But you know the crunch filling they put in the cakes at Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Okay, you get that, and you get their peanut butter topping, and you mix that together in a Blizzard, and it's peanut butter and crunch, and it is fantastic.
So that's the Donnie.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
guys-
Donnie Blizzard.
When I get smoothies, I always get peanut butter smoothies.
Peanut butter smoothie.
I love peanut butter.
I'm going to go get a Donnie Blizzard.
I
really
kid you
good.
guys
They're
not.
really
but
good.
There was a time in my life, so like maybe a couple weeks ago, that I used to navigate by Dairy Queens. Like people would be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
it's over on 4th Street off of 38th." I'm like, "Over by the Dairy Queen." That's okay. Like I would use them as
know the Dairy
landmarks.
Queen is.
Yeah,
The DQ.
yeah.
So they closed
There's
they closed the Dairy Queen in my town like a long time ago, and since
Say it
then
isn't so.
there's been like 4 failed Mexican restaurants that moved in there, and I just keep hoping they put a Dairy Queen back, and they won't do it.
Maybe it's just a bad location.
yeah, the location's cursed.
Yeah, I went to India one time for like a month, and I thought that it was going to be like red meat cheeseburgers that I missed. It was Mexican food. Man, I got home and I could not wait to eat Mexican food. It was
Do they not have Mexican food restaurants in India?
not
Do
that
they-
I found.
Do they have when you're in India or wherever you visited in India? And I'm fully aware that this is probably going to get cut because of how insensitive this is going to be. But I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah.
Like, do they have just like what they would think of as just restaurants, or do they have like when you're in America, like you have all kinds of different restaurants of all kinds of different?
all
What
sorts
do
of
they have in India?
Yeah, so
Like, is there an Olive Garden in India?
no Olive Garden, but I ate them at McDonald's in India. Instead of the Big Mac, it was the Maharaja Mac. So it was made with chicken patties.
Of course, I was about to say Royale with cheese.
Cheese. Get the fuck out of here.
Pizza, KFCs are huge over there. Tons of KFCs because chicken is on the menu. And ate at a Pizza Hut over there. It was interesting.
Okay.
Man, my diet sucks. Dude, I've had salad with chicken on it today. Yeah, it's about the same.
Boy, oh boy, it's a struggle. Okay. So, yes, so we're really off the rails here.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know if anyone else's Kingmaker campaign has had time loops in it, but this one does. But Bash Trand has apparently reappeared at Oleg's trading post on the day that you last made your excursion. This is the date that you left with Harim. And we talked about this a bit last time. Bashk is up in the ramparts. He's overlooking the trade post. He sees all these familiar faces up here, Valerie and Amiri and Lindsay and Micmac are kind of provisioning and getting ready to go. Other people are milling around. And I had you do a perception check there, Donnie, which I was not that impressed with.
Right.
So
Appreciate that.
Just putting that out there. It was not,
Not my best work. Not my best work.
but I think I interpret that as that, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's more than reasonable that Bashk Trand is kind of flipping out a little bit because, I mean, like we've all seen, what did you guys immediately started talking about DeLoreans and flux capacitors and shit, but like Bashk Trand has never seen a time traveling film. I don't know that he has a concept for what he's experiencing. Donnie, do you agree? Like, what's going on in his head right now?
Oh yeah, I think he is super confused that, he basically just watched himself walk away. And the only reason he's not, chasing after is, he just had a pretty strange encounter with with a nymph and, sharing the headspace of another druid. So it's been a weird day for Bashk altogether so far.
True. And do you think that there's sort of like some instinct as well, kind of inhibiting him right now? Like, I should not talk to myself,
Yeah, I think the idea of it just generally freaks him out, and he realizes that a future him didn't come speak to him. So I think that something instinctually that's keeping him away. Yeah,
he's a smart fella.
And I'm taking a look
if I saw myself, I would go and talk to him. I would be like, "Hey,
what's up, man?
Hey." Sorry, Chris, what are you saying?
Oh, no, I was saying I'm taking a look at the ye old Gosrin calendar here, and it's 2 full weeks since this scene had played out.
Wow.
It's like in
game time.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Really? 2 weeks? Wow. See, I thought it was a couple of days. Didn't think it was 2 weeks. Wow, so you appeared 2 full weeks before.
Yeah. An entire fortnight.
And, of course, you noticed amongst a bunch of other movements in the camp that Bob, Rob, and Todd have followed Lindsay into the boarding house.
And yeah, the end of that perception check is where Bash caught that out of the corner of his eye, right? So, I mean, it's odd that they're going into the bunkhouse, but does it seem to be people being forced to act against their will? Anything like that Bash noticed?
Not really. No. I mean, they did. She walked in, and then they just kind of followed in after her. Now, they don't stay there. As you might recall, they've got tents set up, kind of in this lower left-hand corner of the map. And that's where those tents are still there. I mean, that's where they live. So you don't recall them ever being in there, which I think is probably why it stuck out to you. Time is sort of frozen right now. So you've sort of watched them go in. You're up here in these ramparts. You're kind of overlooking the farmhouse and the pig pens and the refuse pits and stuff. What do you do?
I don't want to draw attention to myself. I'm up in the ramparts. I think I would try to sneak down. I think whatever. I'm curious why they went in the bunkhouse, but I don't want to be seen by anybody else. So I think it would be my goal to kind of sneak over to where I can get down and investigate further.
Very good. How are you going to go about doing that? Are you going to crawl along the ramparts and kind of slink down the ladder? There's a ladder that's
there's
on the east side.
Yeah, that was kind of the thought, is try to sneak over there and stay low, out of sight, and get to the ladder.
Let's get a initial stealth check for you to make your way to that catapult, that broken down catapult at the upper right-hand corner of the map.
Just channel your inner Dundee and kind of slink along.
Right. Yeah. Oh, here comes my +2 stealth check. Oh, no. How about a total of 10?
Total of 10?
Total of 10. Do I loudly announce my intentions to sneak around everybody?
I just feel like your tail is like,
smacking
hanging
bottles
over the edge. Yeah, hanging over the edge. But there's a lot going on. You are able to, it's slow going, as we know. I mean, it takes a couple of seconds to crawl each square. We'd say about a minute later, you find yourself in this square here, adjacent to the catapult. Not really any reaction.
Okay.
But as you look out over the camp, you see that Keston Garrus is like chilling at this picnic table. Mm-hmm. He's like clipping his nails with a nail clipper, like out there. He's like hanging out, and sometimes he'll pull out a little mirror and like look at himself, and like he'll kind of do the finger gun to himself sometimes, in the mirror.
All right.
Because Keston is a man that loves himself.
Right.
I don't know if I've established this or not with you guys. He's very confident in himself and thinks he's a good-looking guy. Also, he's kind of sitting there. I don't know how you're going to get past him, or rather, Bash doesn't know either.
Yeah. So, I mean, it looks like that ladder's kind of maybe back up against where Oleg and his wife are living, right? Could he get behind that if he went down that ladder, or would he be in full view of Keston
the ladder
here?
goes directly up to the ramparts. Yeah, I think that's true. Keston might not have a great view of that, especially if he's distracted.
Yeah,
Perhaps
if he's staring himself in the mirror, it seems like a perfect time.
it
just
does look
time
like
that.
you could probably get down, yeah. So I'll need a stealth check from you to reach the ladder, and a stealth check from you to climb down the ladder.
Oh, 2 successful stealth checks. No problem.
Yeah, I don't know about the rest of you fellas, but I've never been more excited for 2 stealth checks in my life.
I just wonder. I mean, Tenru, or was it? Yeah, Tenru's little.
The deception check, it worked really well.
That went well. So,
Yeah, if Donnie needs
he's
to,
due. He's due at this point.
anytime a lot of attention is on Donnie to make a roll, it does not go well.
No,
Every camping attempt ever.
Yes, true.
He tends to roll his natural 20s behind the scenes when they don't matter.
Yeah, perception checks all day. Natural 14 for a total of 16
Hey, okay.
for number 1.
All right, bravo. All right, you get into this square. You're now kind of lying down with your face kind of aloft over the top of the ladder. And you look over at Keston, and he doesn't seem to see you, but he's just kind of chilling. He's just doing whatever Keston Garris does.
So
you can hear him in the background. He's like, "Oh, Keston, I think you've really hit it well here at Oleg's. I think they like you, buddy. I think they like you. You're doing great."
So tell me what Keston does when I roll a natural 3.
Jesus.
Oh, no. So you're crawling down the ladder and just make a bunch of noise. You know when you like lean back too far on a ladder and then you got to push it forward to get it to
And slam it back
rest
up against
Yes, slam it back up against. That's what happens like twice.
Yeah.
And Keston, he looks up and he's like, "Bash Trand, what you doing back so soon? Wait a sec, I thought you just left."
No, I need something out of my bunkhouse. I forgot it.
"Oh my gosh, you're fast.
I am.
What are you doing up there, son?"
This is the way I got back in. Don't ask so many questions, Keston. I'm on my way to the bunkhouse.
Roll a deception
Damn it.
check.
Oh,
Damn
my
it.
God.
To see if he believes you when you say, "This is the way I got back in."
This is amazing.
This is going to be for a +1 deception.
We do have a 0 check available, just in case we need to burn it.
Natural 12 for a total of 13.
Oh, that's not.
No, not going to do it.
Let me just look at his sheet.
Really? You want to shovel to dig that hole a little deeper?
This is against his perception DC. No, that is a failure. But I suppose Trand could take the 0 check.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm taking the 0 check. It's a success.
Nice.
Roll
Success.
for initiative. Take out.
You upgrade that to a success. I have given you the 0 condition. I think you guys are kind of down here next to the farmhouse now talking to each other. And Keston goes, "I don't know. It's almost kind of like kind of like a New Hope, kind of like a These Are Not the Droids kind of moment with him. He kind of quirks an eyebrow, and he just goes, "Oh, well, that's very strange, sir. I just kind of figured maybe what you forgot was up there, but if that's the way you got in, then I guess I understand."
That'd have been a better story. Yeah. But
no, that's fine, sir. I mean, look, you do what you got to do. Do you want me to run ahead and tell you where's everyone else? Where's the rest of your party?
Oh, they're back out on the road still. It's fine.
Do you want me to run ahead and
No,
go catch up with them?
you've seen how fast I am. I'll catch back up with them. It'll be fine.
Oh.
You yourself just commented how fast I am.
That's true. That's
Yes.
true. That is a statement that I made.
Keston, would you like to accompany me to the bunkhouse?
Well, I don't rightly know whether I should or not, but sure, I'll come with you.
All right.
Come on,
Let's
Lee,
go to the
ahead,
bunkhouse.
son. Yeah. Okay. And you guys fucking go to the bunkhouse
We walk to
together,
the
I
bunkhouse.
guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Fellas, let's take a poll. I want to hear from each of you how much time you think has passed but between the time when Bob, Rob, and Todd followed Lindsay into the bunkhouse versus now?
Well, if it took 1 minute to get from where he was at the ramparts to the catapult, I'd say another minute from the catapult to the ladder, and then maybe 30 seconds to a minute?
Yeah.
2.5 minutes total?
Yeah.
When you walk into the bunkhouse with Keston Garris,
So I brought Keston Garris with me.
That's not what you brought
Keston. You brought Keston Garris with you.
That's right. I brought backup, man. Come on.
Aren't these his guys?
Yeah, they're his guys.
But it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
I like how you're like, would you like to come with me to the bunkhouse to get my shit? Keston's like, well, all right. Yeah, man.
He's got nothing better to do. He's sitting there trimming his nails and
shit.
admiring his himself.
His chin. Yeah, he's like, I would love to come with you. This fucking game is so ridiculous. Okay. I'm sorry. I've got control of myself now. You walk in, and Bob, Rob, and Todd have cornered Lindsay in the upper left-hand corner of the boarding house. And one of the men holds a dagger against her neck. One of the men is currently restraining her. And the third man is just finishing tying her up. And as you walk in, they turn to you, and one of the men says to one of the others, finish her. And the other two make as if to attack and hold you guys off. Roll for initiative.
Just in the spirit, since I am time traveling, the first thing Bash does is, hey, you, get your damn hands off her.
Oh my god!
You're about to punch Biff.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Natural 2 for a total of 13.
Oh,
Dude, you are coming in hot tonight.
How's it going tonight, Bash?
Oh, goodness.
You're due.
Yeah, and then the minute I do something good, he's going to apply that frickin' zero check condition on me. And
Yes,
keep in
he
mind,
is.
I am already fatigued.
Yep.
And we never rested after the last battle, so
You've got no spells on this.
I've got some spells, but not as many as I'd like.
It's been a long day.
Keston just rolled a natural 3 for his initiative.
All right. Well, that's
Goes-
good. I don't know if that's good or bad, because I don't know if he's on my side or not.
Well, I guess that's true.
He's carried the mirror into the bunkhouse, and he's still admiring
He's still staring himself?
Well, he wants to make sure he looks good for you.
That's
you know?
right.
Yeah, he's
He
like,
didn't know why you guys were going to the bunkhouse.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, man. Okay, well, there's Bob's initiative. Ooh, there's Rob's initiative. Oh, there's Todd's initiative. Oh, shit.
And I hope I can get Bashk and Lindsay to die in the same episode. Like, that would be...
I mean, that'd be pretty
But
dope.
boy, everybody
Call
love
that a
that, wouldn't
twofer.
they?
Lindsay also gets initiative. Hey.
Well, let's not forget that she was glowing red in one of those fishes.
That's right.
Wasn't she?
Yeah.
I tend to just try to use every episode to disperse more and more confusion. I don't like to give any answers. I just like to make
You want us
everybody
to remember facts and
Yeah.
conditions. Okay.
It is Lindsay the Bard's turn. And Lindsay is currently bound. She's tied up with this dagger to her neck. I don't know what she would do in this circumstance. I think she kind of has capitalized on this intervention, I think, to try to escape. And so that's what she's going to do. She's going to roll an escape check. Someone like to roll a D20 for me, please?
I'm rolling
Not.
it. Here we go.
All right, Chris.
Do it.
Ooh, got a 12 plus whatever she gets.
Yeah. Can someone find the DC of escaping from being tied up with rope?
It's 12. Escape.
It looks like it's the thievery DC of a creature who tied you up.
Oh, okay. So you're rolling against the DC of Bob, Robert, Todd.
Yeah, this is typically the... Oh, it's right there in escape. Wow.
Okay.
This is typically the athletics DC of a creature grabbing you, the thievery DC of a creature who tied you up,
Yep.
the spell DC for a spell effect, or the list. Okay, interesting.
So you make an unarmed attack against their thievery DC, or is it an athletics DC?
I think you use either your unarmed attack modifier.
It says, or you can attempt an acrobatics or athletics check instead of using your attack modifier if you choose, but it still has the attack trait. So whatever modifier is higher, 12 plus that.
Okay, so I need to determine whether or not that 12 you put on the die for Lindsay lets her slip the rope. Her acrobatics is a +7. Wow, you know what? She slips the rope
Awesome.
with her first action.
Clutch.
Chris, why don't you pick up on Lindsay and just keep playing her, man?
Okay. I am now a bard.
Now, I said her arms and her legs were both bound, so I feel like she slipped one of them just now, but I don't think she got the other. I mean, she was tied up in 2 places.
Let's do the legs.
Okay. Subject to the multiple attack penalty. Go again.
All right, trying to slip the, I guess, can I tumble through Bob, Robin, Todd?
So she's immobilized right now.
Okay.
Maybe she could crawl, I suppose, but yeah, with her legs tied, no.
Okay, so was it like a hog tie situation, or... So which ropes did I slip?
Her hands, her wrists were bound.
All right, let's try again. 11 on the die this time.
Yeah, because her acrobatics is a +7. So your 11 would have been an 18 minus 5 is a 13. That is not going to beat the thievery DC of Bob, Rob, Todd.
Well, shit.
Well, I thought the feet were undone, so let me...
Oh, you thought that the feet were undone?
Yeah. Well, I guess whatever you were saying, I don't know.
I don't know. Well, why don't we... Okay. Well, let's have a little fun. Because if you thought you were untying the feet and I thought we were untying the hands, then there's only one thing that we can do to solve this. I'm going to write something on this card, and then I'm going to have Bill make a roll.
Of what?
And I'm going to write even or odd on this card. And then Bill, make the roll, declare what it is, and then I'll show you what the card is. And if you match the card, then the feet got untied. If you do not match the card, then Lindsay decided to untie her hands instead.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
I wrote the word even on this card.
Damn it.
Okay, so her hands are untied. Her legs are not untied. My rationale was that she could then cast if her hands were free, but she cannot move. But so, Chris, you've got one action left. Hands are unbound. Legs are bound.
All right, let's try our halfling luck and see if we can re-roll this thing to get totally untied.
Ooh, so what is halfling luck?
So once per day, trigger, you fail a skill check or saving throw. Your happy-go-lucky nature makes it seem like misfortune avoids you, and to an extent, that might even be true. You can re-roll the triggering check, but you must use the new result, even if it's worse than the first roll.
Oh, man. Okay. I wish you luck on this.
All right, here we go. Acrobatics. 8 on the die, so no go there.
Okay. All right.
We couldn't have just spent an action to untie the ropes with her hands, right?
I don't think so. Fuck. It's a knot. She's got to slip it, right?
Very fair enough.
Good call on the halfling luck, though.
Is Inspire Courage, is that 1 or 2 actions?
It's a single action, but I think she might need to be wielding her instrument. To cast a composition, cantrip, or focus spell, you usually use a type of performance. If the spell includes a verbal component, you must use an auditory performance. If it includes a somatic component, you must use a visual one. The spell gains all the traits of the performance you used. You can cast only one composition spell each turn, and you can have only one active at a time. If you cast a new composition spell, any ongoing effects from your previous composition spell end immediately. I don't know. It seems to me you don't need to be carrying a...
Yeah, so this is words or tunes.
Words or tunes.
Words or
You know
tunes.
what? Lindsay inspires courage as that third action. Out comes the aura.
yes.
She starts talking, man. She starts talking +1 bonuses to Bashk Trand and Keston Garrus. Assuming he's on your side, I don't know. That's going to be the end of Lindsay's turn. It's Bob's turn. I guess I need to mark these tokens a little bit. Why don't we do it this way? Let's have a little fun. Let's see. Okay, it is Bob's turn. Bob has the dagger to her throat. She's prone right now, flat-footed as a result. He's going to make an attack roll versus Lindsay, who is able to defend herself. Natural 4.
Okay.
That is not going to hit Lindsay, so she kind of ducks out of the way. He's going to strike again. Another natural 4.
Wow.
It's not happening for Bob. And his final, subject to the multiple attack penalty, after kind of striking at her twice, she won't stay still. He's going to try to grab her. No, that's not going to work. That's Bob's turn. Rob has a decision to make. He's just noticed that Bob is not able to kill Lindsay at all. He's got this short sword out, and he's actually going to start taking a strike as well on Lindsay. And that is going to hit. Lindsay's going to take 8 damage.
Ouch.
Yikes.
It's 1/3 of my HP.
Evil grin from Rob. Totally weird. Totally out of character. I mean, he was just kind of a regular dude, right? Does look like he hits that one too. A couple high rolls in a row. Another 8 damage.
Jesus.
Identical damage roll. How's Lindsay holding up over there?
Down to 8.
And then Rob is going to step forward and position himself. Actually, no. I think what he's going to do is he's going to equip his shield. So he's got a short sword and a shield out. And then he looks at Todd, who won the next initiative. And he's going to say, finish her.
This is terrible.
This isn't good at all.
Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
So Mike hates NPCs.
Yep. Well, we can take her off the kingdom list.
Lindsay goes to dying 2.
Jeez.
Gets put before Todd.
Oh, god damn it.
Todd is going to step into this square here, and with his final action, he's going to swing on Bashk. Miss. Bashk Trand, we've waited like 20 minutes of combat for this moment. It's your turn.
What the fuck is going on here?
Is the door to the bunkhouse still open where we came in?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it pulls out.
If you want to count an action as this, he's going to turn his head out the door and he's going to scream, Micmac, Oleg, Amiri, Valerie, come help.
I think there is the point out action. I think it...
Okay.
Point out, yeah. A creature is undetected by one or more of your allies, but isn't undetected by you. You indicate a creature that you can see to one or more allies, gesturing in that direction and describing the distance verbally. I think that applies enough for this, and the fact that you are bringing more people into the fight on this one. So, yeah. Okay, that's your first action.
All right. And then the next 2 actions, I am going to stabilize Lindsay.
Okay.
They don't have attacks. I don't even want to ask, but they don't have attacks of opportunity, do they?
Oh.
Fuck. They do. They're fighters. You know what, Brad? Thank you.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks.
Good looking out, B.
I mean, that may
Okay,
have actually come into play with when Lindsay was doing her fucking interact shit, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they may have
Yeah.
chosen not to do it at that point.
Yeah.
No, I just messed up there, but that's fine. You know, that's just the way it goes. Oh, actually, I think it's legit that they didn't react to her because I read something on this. You don't actually receive your actions or your reactions until your turn happens.
Oh, okay. So her turn was first, almost like a
Her
surprise
turn
round,
was
basically.
first, so they didn't have any reactions to use, and that's why your reaction repopulates when your turn comes around again, not at the top of the round.
Oh, makes sense.
Okay.
So, wow, I was right anyway for the wrong reasons.
Bashk is still fucked, but
Yeah. So I need to understand what Bashk's armor class is right now, because here's the deal: if I can crit this on you, then that interrupts your stabilize. So this might be the moment.
I think you need to roll. You need to roll it first, Mike. You can't.
You
fish
think I
for
should just
AC.
roll?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't
just
fish
roll.
for AC like that.
Yeah. Just roll.
Okay,
That's what we do.
you know what? That's fine. I can just roll. This is at a +10.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to roll this.
Almost. It's going to be a, 30% chance that you're going to crit me?
Don't do the
Yeah.
math.
I'm going to roll this right in the roll 20.
Oh.
Okay, so that you guys can see it. We can all see it at the same time. Let's have a little fun.
Yeah, this is a hoot. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
19 total.
It hits. Does not crit.
Hits, but
If I
does
wasn't
not crit.
if I wasn't fatigued, it wouldn't have hit.
Oh. Okay, and that's going to be 9 damage on Trand.
That's a lie. It still would have hit, but god damn it. How many points? Sorry.
9.
Ouch.
Okay, and you stabilize Lindsay.
Good.
Whose bleeding stops. And that's going to take us to Keston Garrus. And he goes, what in tarnation is going on here? Bob Rod Todd, what? I shared such secrets with you guys. And he's going to draw steel, man. And
Yeah, he is.
He's with you, Bashk. He is. And he advances. He has to stand on difficult terrain, unfortunately. He's kind of sharing this space with this bed. So I think that's going to make him flat-footed. But he's going to, using non-lethal, he's going for Todd that just attacked Bashk. And that's a natural 20.
Hey.
So he crits Todd non-lethal damage. He's going to do 9 damage non-lethal to Todd.
Nice.
He's like, Todd, what? You told me all about your parents and how you never felt you weren't hugged enough as a child. What's going on? Attacks again. That one's going to actually. That also hits. Yeah, he does. A couple great rolls
think
from.
he did.
I don't think he would have got that last one. He had to draw, move.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you. Gosh, I've had a long day. Thank you, fellas.
Did he drop the mirror? That's kind of my question.
Yes, the mirror is shattered.
Oh
It
my
broke his
God.
heart. Broke his heart.
Just
when he
like
did
his broken heart. Okay. Everyone else is going to come running at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you yelled for them. They're all going to be here. Lindsay is stabilized. Efficiently, I just think that, like, they all kind of get into this area here. I mean, that kind of seems reasonable to me. Oleg comes running. He's got his McGillicuddy kind of in his hand. And
Claude McGillicuddy.
yeah, his hook clawed is coming out. Yeah, you know, Svetlana emerges from the farmhouse nearby. She comes running. She's like a female character in a movie from the 90s who serves no other function but to be like, break it up. Like she won't actually, do anything. Even though that's, never mind. Boy, I'm gonna fucking cut that. I can't say that.
No, but
No, she comes running out of the house with a pie.
yeah, that's right. There you go.
Arsenic pie.
What she does is she's got the pan that the pie was in. She dumps the pie out and she starts wielding the cast iron skillet. They all come running. This brings us back around to Bob's turn. What does he do? Everyone comes running. He looks at the others and he says, "It has to be done. Protect me."
Oh my God.
And he goes back to work on the prone Lindsay. Now, so she's unconscious at this point. What does it mean to be unconscious?
I
What is
think
that?
you have it's a free hit basically, right? Like you have
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, you can't
Let's look.
defend it.
We need to look that up. -4 penalty to AC.
I think it could be worse, right?
25.
Is that a hit?
Oh.
What's Lindsay's armor class in this stage?
Probably not 25.
Looks like it is 14.
Fuck.
Oh, what?
That's a crit.
AC 18 normally.
Dying 3, right?
She goes to dying 3.
All right. Well, awesome.
He's got 2
and he's
attacks
got 2
left.
more actions, right?
But he is subjected to the multiple attack penalty.
So I mean, +5, which is my normal benefit.
Did you just kill Lindsay?
As a natural 1.
Oh. Thank God.
He misses. He's got 1 attack left.
I mean, he's
Wait,
got
is he
a
a
name.
name? Is he a named?
Does he get a
He's a named character, is he not?
Well,
He's named.
But, so that
he's not
means
fighting a PC.
we didn't pull a crit card.
That's true.
And we've had
When
this happen in
Keston
the past,
20
the
rolled
fact that
20.
it's been like NPCs fighting NPCs.
Yeah.
We don't pull cards. Or they can't use they couldn't use the zero check, I think.
They can't use the zero check,
Right,
but
right.
he's a named combatant. If I didn't pull the crit card, that's on me.
Yeah.
It's my burden to remember to do that. So let's get the
fumble deck.
crit fumble card. Let's get the fumble deck out for Bob.
Old
All
Bob.
right. Crit fumble for Bob. What type of... so this is a melee weapon, right?
Yep, it's a dagger.
Wrong end.
Oh, Bobby.
If you were using a slashing weapon, so the dagger's piercing, so this card...
It can be slashing though too.
Okay.
I think you can do either. I'll
If
give it to
you're,
you.
if you're using a slashing weapon, you take 1d6 slashing damage and 1 persistent bleed.
Hey,
He
all
cuts
right.
himself.
Nice.
He's deranged. There's something going on with this guy.
Does that mean he loses his last attack as well, or is that that was 3?
That was
That
a third.
was- yeah,
That was his third. Okay,
that was his second.
second.
That was-
Okay, does he
oh,
still
that's
have
right.
second?
Yeah,
attack?
you're right.
Yeah. Okay. So this at now at a total of a -8. So he's making this attack at a +2 right now. And if he lands it against Lindsay with AC 14, Lindsay's gonna die.
Wow.
This is where we
We separate the live NPCs from the dead ones.
this
that
is
what
where
do
we
here?
separate the live NPCs from the dead NPCs. And I actually quite like Lindsay.
Yeah.
But Bob here's on what you'd call a mission. And with all of these other NPCs closing in, it seems clear to me that this is the last chance that these knuckleheads have to kill this bard. I think it's all going to come down to this roll. I think I'll make it again in roll 20. This is going to be at a +2 versus armor class 14. But she's probably going to live.
12 and up, or
12 and up.
12 and up. We'll kill her.
12 and up, she dies.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah. Just kill another NPC. It's fine, Mike.
3.
Too low.
Natural 3.
Yeah. Woo.
He misses. I'll say he makes another wound, but she doesn't quite die. Whoa, you know what? Lindsay earned this. Okay.
Well, there's still Rob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
No, I think the solution has been reached with Bashk calling the others over. So he's decided to reveal himself in the camp in order to protect Lindsay. And eventually Bob, Rob, and Todd are taken alive and they are tied up and everyone's just kind of standing around, not sure how this happened. Everyone is so confused.
Could somebody put a Band-Aid on Lindsay first before they...
Yeah. She's had a rough afternoon.
Yeah, Bash, you can probably stabilize her once again. Well, actually, fudge. Her turn is before Bashk's. She's got to make a recovery check.
Oh no. And she's dying 3, so if you fail it, she's dead.
She's dead.
Shit. It's a DC 13 recovery check.
Oh my god. 12s and 13s.
It's a DC. So
love a
I don't
12.
know who wants to roll this.
So,
Does anyone roll,
I
or
gotta
is
roll.
this something
Chris-
that I need to just
I
do?
think Chris rolls it.
Chris rolls it, yeah?
Chris rolls it.
Oh, great. All right,
his
here
boat.
we go. So we want big numbers. Big numbers. Big
You
numbers.
want- yeah, it's unlikely that you're
Big
gonna.
18.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Now it's legit. Okay.
But wait, what about...
Brad's
would you
trying
do
to kill her.
All right. Lindsay has stood. That, you know what? That feels legit. That feels earned to me. Does
Yeah.
that feel earned to you guys?
It does feel
So last episode when you were talking about, do we have too many NPCs?
Yeah, right.
Was this kind of a okay?
Not Lindsay. Not Lindsay.
Right, we like Lindsay.
Couldn't have meant her. The three of them are restrained and kind of taken alive and are tied up against one of these picnic tables. And Keston is beside himself. He's like, "Oh my God, I never would have thought that these guys would be a bunch of turncoats. What do you think was going on here?" Bash, what do you do? Everyone's sort of standing around you, like dude, where'd you come from?
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask Valerie and Amiri and Micmac to escort the prisoners, and then I'm gonna tell Keston to go sit down and think about what he's let happen, and then I'm gonna try to sneak the fuck out of the place and not answer any goddamn questions about why I'm there. I'm gonna use the fact that everybody's really confused, there's some crazy shit going on, and out the back door. Wait, or is this where I get quantum leaped into another scenario that I need to save?
That's what it is.
I was never here.
Man, I'm gonna need. Oh boy. So you're giving instructions. You're telling people what to do. You're causing.
I'm politely
people to have to
suggesting
do things.
Yeah.
And you're now wanting to leave. Okay, so I don't think you're lying. You may be manipulating, but they would do what you said. I mean, you're one of these. You're like an important person, right?
Yeah, as far as they know,
fucking
I
Bash.
literally just came back.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't see two of us. They were off preparing to do whatever. So I don't know that they're going to immediately be suspicious that Bashk is back.
Keston might be like weirded out a little bit, like knowing that you came off the ramparts, but everyone else would be like, okay.
Yeah, but I snowed him. It was all good.
Yeah.
and now he's kind of beside himself. So again, I'm leveraging that he's a little bit distraught. And maybe I wouldn't tell him to sit down and think about what he let happen. Maybe I would suggest that he go and help, but whatever. I'm obviously trying to get him away. So whatever that is, right? Go make me a bag of popcorn. Like whatever I've told him, like I agree that there maybe a check on him would make sense.
I'm trying to decide. I mean, are you trying to sneak out?
Yeah.
Or are you just going to just walk out?
I don't know why. I don't know why else I'd be here than just stop what just happened with, and which I didn't play much of a part in. But Lindsay's not dead. I can't imagine why there's another
huge part in it.
Yeah, why there's another reason. That's true. Yeah, but I don't know why else I would be here other than to stop that. Right, and normally I would say
your other self is on a mission right now, right? Like you should be like, oh crap, I got to get back to the others. I mean, I think that's I don't know, like shit.
Yeah,
I gotta catch back up.
I'm hoping by finishing this, like Narissa, was that the nymph's name? Like,
yeah, Narissa
pulls me back out of the situation, right? But that hasn't happened, so I think I need to get out of here before I cause some weird paradox.
Sure. Okay. So you're kind of here-ish now. You're kind of in the clearing where you first fought Haps Biden.
Yeah.
You guys remember him?
Yeah.
all those months ago. And I think you're slinking out. So I think it's a stealth check, but I think I'm first going to roll on the 0 check table for you.
Oh, great.
Okay.
I kick it off with a D12, right?
D12.
9.
9. That is a minor misfortune. So now we need a D100.
68.
Oh,
68.
almost.
Let's scroll down here.
Doesn't sound good.
Interesting. Until your next daily preparations, any item in your possession that takes any damage is broken.
I've already lost one pair of armor.
So if any of your items get damaged, they immediately become broken.
Okay.
I guess that's about the fucking dumbest one I've ever drawn.
Wow. Wow.
As you walk out, your pants fall down.
Your pants fall down again.
Every time I do something good, my pants fall down.
So here's what I want to understand about Bashk's motive. So
Yeah.
So Bashk, you're existing in two places at once in the timeline right now. You know that Bashk Prime is going to continue heading northwest and will eventually wink out of existence during the fight.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Bashk choose to just stay here at the trade post?
Because I don't think he wants, if he doesn't want he doesn't want to end up in a situation where they are asking questions of why are you back? Like,
I see.
The whole, I time traveled, and like even in a world of magic, that seems pretty far fetched. Like, I think he would be at risk of being under
you've been
suspicion
seen. But you've been seen here now.
Agreed.
So like,
But the next time they see me, it'll be a me that traveled back in time and knows that this happened and won't be caught off guard with like, why'd you come back to the post? Like, he'll be able to play that off because he's been through this. Right?
So like, what's your plan? Like, where are you going now?
Yeah, I just want to get out of here. My assumption, what Bashk thinks is going to happen is he's going to get pulled back to his original timeline back. Why did you introduce fucking time travel, man? I don't know. My thought was he would get pulled back to where he left from, right? Like he would, because again, what he went through was, I got to go save this old man. Yeah. I finished that, and then I got pulled back. So I think he assumes, that's going to happen again.
You're going to get pulled back again.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you roll the stealth check to leave the post.
Oh, okay. Natural 4 for a total of 6.
Jesus.
Bye, guys. I'm sneaking out the back.
pants around your ankles.
Pants are waddling.
Knock over a
Waddling,
cauldron of
hollering.
soup.
Jesus.
Okay. You are seen leaving.
Go figure.
And you leave. And Valerie like comes up to the gate and like kind of watches you go, kind of quizzically almost, and you walk off, and you're now kind of, a few hundred feet south of Oleg's trading post. You're standing out there, no one's following you. Nothing happens.
Awesome.
Just standing there like shirt cocking it.
Why is that lizard not wearing any pants? He's like, he seems like he's lost in the middle of a field. My God.
Up. You cinch your pants up around your hips. Yeah, you're just sort of standing around, and I don't know if you're like looking around like, hey, come get me, Nerissa.
looking up at the sky.
Lady? Yeah.
Nerissa,
come get me.
Doesn't happen.
I'm done.
Anybody?
So I'm literally just standing in a field like 150 yards from the fucking post.
Yeah.
Just standing there.
I guess you're going to have to go fucking live out on the land for a while. It becomes apparent to you that no one's coming to pick you up.
No one's coming to get me. All right, well, which direction am I? Would I head out of there?
No, you're like south of the trade post, a few hundred feet.
I'm just going to keep heading south.
Solid move. It's a solid move.
Doubles down.
It's a solid move. Stick to your guns. Just keep going.
Just keep walking. Okay. Well. Let's go back to Mitch.
Wait, you were just going to leave Donnie heading south into a field?
He's just walking around.
Bash is out there just sure cocking it on his way to wherever he's going.
Bashk says, that Bashk is like me when I went to a party in high school and people were drinking alcohol. I was like, I have to leave.
Man, maybe I should have done that.
I have to get out of here.
I should have made those decisions.
I went, all right. So, Mitch, don't even know what we're doing anymore. I'm questioning so many things. Mitch, you're driving along in the trolley. Knock Knock is with you, who I love, by the way. And you have made the decision to head back to where Tenru the Hunter was camping.
Correct.
And you make it there that same day. I mean, that's the same hex. And you get to the campsite, and I imagine maybe you approach quietly thinking, oh, I don't know what day it is. Maybe she's there.
Right.
She's not. And in fact, you see a pretty good indication that the ambush happened relatively recently.
Okay.
So whereas Bashk ended up 2 weeks in the past, maybe you've only ended up a day or so, Right. And you think that, okay, so then maybe the Twig People ambush site is maybe, another couple hours down the road or something like that.
I guess, do I have the indication that, like, from the campsite that like, do I sense the same thing that kind of Donnie's? I mean, I don't know what Donnie's going through right now, but like, or Bash is going through, but like, do I feel like the campsite is old enough that I'm not going to run into myself? Like, or has it occurred to me that like there's another, like, that my timeline is backed up? I mean, because I think right now, Mitch, if he just thinks he sees the campsite, he thinks, okay, well, they left here. Right. Yeah, we have left here. Like, obviously, we've already been in here and done this.
Yeah, you're behind.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I'm just going to keep trucking. I mean, I'm going to keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah,
because
the same exact heading.
Right. Because this is happening. I'm doing a swirl now with my fingers.
Right. And I can picture like the other guys just going ahead. So I'm going to go back to the. I think Mitch was around to get the information about where the slavers were, like where the meetup was. So that's his destination. He wants to stop at where the twig fight was to see if there's any signs there, and then move on.
Okay, we're gonna move again, and this might be where we end tonight. But we're gonna move to Sirio and Dry now. So you guys are here at this warrior cairn, or this burial mound site, and you've got the 4 prisoners that you freed. Got all these dead Technic League folks around you. Tender the Hunters with you. Those 2 hired muscle guys were sort of doing some excavations and stuff underneath the burial mounds. The dust is sort of clearing from your recent fight here. What are you guys doing?
Tending to the prisoners, making sure they're able to travel. Looting the 2 dead sorcerer, wizard, magic user, whatever they were.
Oh, yeah.
Collecting my arrows out of their heads.
That's right. Yeah, You had a pretty good run.
Well, I mean, after 7 episodes of Rolling Ones, figured I was due a hit.
Yeah, you were. The only thing that you find on Wendell and Clovis is that Wendell is wearing explorer's clothing in the form of a robe, and the robe is runed.
I'm gonna point at the robe and be like, "Hey, Stereo, come here a second, because I don't have any detecting magic abilities."
Oh, the old man robes. Like I'm picturing like a tattered, old man bathrobe looking thing.
No, it's nice. It's nice green, bluish greenish robe. It smells like Ben Gay.
Probably.
Yeah, of course it does.
Ben Gay and mothballs.
Probably has a couple Werther's originals in the pocket.
Yeah, he's got some candies.
I do like a nice caramel.
I do too. Nice. I like a little bit of toffee. It's that. Yeah, no, that looks nice. And as you detect magic on the robes, they are magic. And then, as you sustain that spell, you see that what the 2 diggers must have been going for. There seem to be 2 magical auras buried down underneath the burial mound.
Well, Dry, if you're seeing to the well-being of the not slaves anymore, I'm going to chat up Tenru and ask if the Hellripper can continue digging.
Tenru is all about it. She's fine with that. Brun, the Hellripper, begins digging down into the earth. And, it's a project. It takes time, okay? Let's talk a little bit about these prisoners. So we know Jathel's there. Jathel, who's acting pretty sweetly with Dry, by the way. It's kind of lingering eye contact a little bit, I don't know, Dry. Make a perception check.
Does she have pupils?
Doesn't matter. That's a natural 20. Dry's like, "What's up, girl? What you doing?"
Dry, you, I don't know, man. It seems like you might have a shot with the undead cult leader, Jathel.
Be a little chilly, I think.
That'll end well.
Yeah.
And Brun the Hellripper digs down into the night. We can talk more about these NPCs next time, but as night falls, you guys, your attention is drawn to the south as Mitchell and Knock Knock begin approaching in the trolley.
In the whip?
In the trolley.
In the Carmageddon.
The timeline has become a little bit clear, at least when it comes to Mitchell. Mitchell, you probably ended up about a day before you left. So you have caught up to them.
Where's Bashk?
Yeah, I'm going to be like, I thought he was with you.
Turns out that Bashk is just roughing it for a while. I guess.
Just walking around with his dick out.
I'm just thinking
Donnie.
it's the
I feel like at one point Bash would have stopped and pulled up his pants. Like I feel like it would have happened.
Yeah, he pulled his pants up. Yes, of
it's the
course.
John Travolta meme. Like he's just like standing out there. Like,
For
Hey,
those
lady,
of
I'm
you
done.
listening, we all
Lady,
did this.
I'm
We all
done.
started looking around.
Look around. Very creative.
I don't have much else to say to you fellas.
was
I
fun.
think we're pretty close to reuniting the party. We've kind of resolved some lingering things. Hey, you know what, Donnie? Congrats on saving Lindsay. That was not going to be easy
that's
to
where
do. You know, I thought you were in big trouble when you rolled low on that perception check
Yeah.
because you missed some stuff with Bob Rob and Todd that might have gotten you